Hey everyone, this is Adam. Just want to get a couple quick announcements out there. First of all, we just actually recorded our finale this last week, so that is in the very not too distant future. And when I originally said I thought it was going to be like September timeframe, I was 100% right. It's going to be in September when our finale episode actually releases to the public. But along those lines, this week on August 6th, I'm happy to officially publicly announce that we will be recording our character creation for our new campaign called Second Arc, which is going to be Mutineer Zero. So on August 6th, we're going to be live streaming for the public. So anyone who wants to show up in the chat, kind of give us a hard time while we're making characters for that. Please join us. It's going to be at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time for the U.S. So I know that might not be the best time for some of our European listeners. But if you want to, you can join us live in the chat. It's going to be on YouTube. We're going to, I believe, also have it on Twitch. But those links will be on our socials. So keep an eye out for those. And join us, hang out in the chat and make fun of me and Brian and Jeremiah and Chris and Kyle and mostly Jeremiah, and give us a hard time while we make characters for our new Mutineer Zero campaign. The location that we're planning on having the campaign actually take place is in Chicago, so I'm really looking forward to that because we get to kind of make everything up as we go. But anyway, other than that, welcome to episode 162, Swine and Roses. Previously on Two Past Midnight.
Just think about what I said, kid. I know you've had bad experiences, but not everywhere is like that.
Well, gentlemen, are we ready to continue on, move out? Saw some military traffic on the road this morning.
Yeah, he's saying it nicely. There was a frickin' tank.
We got a campsite up ahead. It looks like, he says to Merrick, looks like your buddy Rose and his squad are over there.
Chris, so you're watching them for a little bit, and Rose looks back over at the other guy, says something, and starts to head out away from the camp. So Rose had headed out of the camp. Murphy was watching the camp, sees Rose head out of the camp to the north.
Yes.
Out of the camp. The rest of you guys were headed off, going to make a camp.
And then my internal debate is, do I follow Rose to see if he's trying to track them, or do I keep an eye on the camp and see if they're, eating people?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So what do you think, Murph? What do you think Murph would do? Do you think he would go and follow Rose, or do you think he would stay there and watch the camp?
Hence the internal debate.
Unfortunately, this is not an internal medium.
No matter how much of a master at debating you are.
It requires audio.
We haven't figured out a way to mic your brain yet. So.
I don't think we want to mic anybody's brain.
I want to mic Brian's.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
It would sound like this.
And if there was video of that, it would just be a Super Ball bouncing around.
Grr, who put the king in the cleansing bar?
I made it myself. I think I'm going to be sick.
I love this show.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I need to watch some Invader Zim.
I think he's going to stay put.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Keep an eye on the camp, see if he returns, and hope that the two things are unrelated, because in my thought process is there was enough distance where he would not have seen them.
Murph would be the only one that is aware of the timeline of events.
It did seem not too long after.
And when he left, is he heading in that direction?
He was headed north out of their camp, which would have been in a similar direction, not a straight line, but, not the wrong direction.
No, he's going to stay put on his recon of the camp.
Okay.
And unfortunately, if he hears a gunshot, he'll know that his choice was wrong.
Okay. Roll me a recon roll, Chris.
Yes.
This is observation,
I got you.
which means it's not pushable.
Well, push that. 10 and a 9, so 3 successes.
Nice. All right, so you're watching the camp, and you see Rose headed up north, like out of the camp. You kind of pick him out, like headed over this other patch of trees. And then you see him kind of cut to the east, like begins going that way, like northeast.
Which is the direction that
They
they're
went in.
heading.
Yes.
All right, he's going to try to shadow Rose.
Okay. At this point, what we're going to do is opposed recon rolls. Basically, you stalking him and him not noticing you stalking him kind of deal. Well, one, you being able to follow him, and two, being able to remain hidden while doing so. So it's going to be pushable because the sneaking part would be pushable, so we'll just go that route.
And on the sneaking part, I can use the infiltrator skill, right?
Yeah, yes, so can he.
Can I just say, this is probably one of the coolest mechanics we've done for a hot minute.
I know, right?
This is super cool to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm holding the breath.
I mean, and you can tell, Chris, that he's snooping. He's not just casually walking. You know what I mean? Like, it looks like he's...
Yeah, which is why I changed the call. And I'm not just following him. I'm trying to follow him and stay unseen.
Right. And that's why we're doing the opposed
Stalking,
pushable
yeah.
recon
I get
rolls.
it.
Yep.
As opposed to being like, hey, buddy.
Well, I'm saying also speed-wise.
Yeah.
Turns around, you look away.
4 and an 11, so just 2.
All right. So this is pushable, Chris. Do you want to push that roll?
I do. A 12.
4 successes?
Yep.
All right. So you guys are going along, and you can see him moving, and he obviously, like I said, appears to be trying to be sneaky, but and for anybody else, it would be, for all intents and purposes, fucking sneaky. But you're able to just kind of tail him and stay kind of behind where he's going, you know what I mean? And it's partly probably because you're training, because you guys have had similar training. You're like, okay, he's going to check a 6th at this point. He's going to do this. He's going to do this. You know what I mean? And you're like running through those things. And just kind of a general idea of, what he's going to do. And you see him headed towards the northeast, and he stops, and he's kind of like looking around, looks down at the ground, picks up some grass, and looks off, continues headed northeast. And so far, it seems like he doesn't notice you.
Oh, man.
Do I think he's checking the wind?
It looked more like he was tracking,
I got you.
because I also rolled a survival roll for him on if he would be able to track you guys.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
he sees LT's boot prints and random pages that he has tossed about.
Right, I'm like,
yeah.
I mean, Bruce is all
Clearly.
but throwing confetti and glitter behind him. Based off
Like
of
a pride parade went through. Like
But yeah,
boa feather.
Chris, I rolled 3 successes, just so that you know. Like, that
damn.
was how close that was. Yeah, so...
yeah, and it's
And-
all
Yeah.
going to be like that.
He's stalking them. I'm stalking him.
Yeah, and the way I see 3 successes was if we'd have tied, you guys would have both seen each other. You know what I mean? That was how I was going to resolve that after like pushing rolls. You know, so a tie would have just been you both notice each other, and then but any other result other than that was going to be, you know, you notice like one of the ones noticing the other. So, all right, so you go along, and he's headed northeast towards that area where the rock was that you guys it was your meeting point. You know what I mean? Like, it looks like he's headed in that direction. And as you're kind of following along, like, you start looking at the ground and you notice that it looks like he's tracking them. Like, if you're following behind him, you could tell that he's following where they went.
Yep, I got you.
Yeah.
Now, here's the question. Is he following to observe, or is he following to take them out? Such a little game of cat and mouse.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm going to stay on his tail and trying to be as sneaky about it as I can.
Okay.
And I'm assuming he's going to look for a good position just like I did.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, so a little bit of time goes by, and you see him, like, you can see the rock up ahead. About 350 meters ahead, you see he stops about 350 meters away from the big rock where y'all were going to be making camp. And he kind of, like, gets down and starts, like, observing. And you can see what he, like, the direction he's kind of in. He's watching the camp. Like, you can see them setting up the camp now.
Okay. I'm going to find a spot to set up on him.
Mm-hmm.
And have my scope trained on him, watching him, watching them. And can I put Overwatch on that for movement?
Well, I mean, he's going to be setting up in a position. So he moves into a tree line at this point, is what I'm saying. So I'm going to re-roll the recon roll. Like, it's one thing for the hex. It's another thing to know exactly where he is in the hex. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Like, to be able to target it. So, I mean, you could target the hex if you spot something, but yes.
But it's mainly like I want to fire on if I think he's going to fire.
Right. Right. All right.
Alrighty. That is a 7.
This one's also pushable, by the way.
7 and a 9. I am
Okay.
going to re-roll one of them and push it.
Well, no, you can't
Oh, you
re-roll
can't? All right,
unless
so-
it's not a success.
I only got 2.
Okay. All right, so yeah, you see him go into that tree line, and you kind of lose him in there. But like, he was like stopped and was like watching for a second, and then like moves into this tree line, and he just kind of, you lose him in that. You he's in there. This like patch of trees, but you're not exactly sure where from where you are. But you have like a, 20 by 20 ish kind of meter area where you're like, he's in there somewhere. But
And if I move closer, can I try to detect him again, or that's a 1 roll and that's it?
you can try. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to move in and get tighter on his position.
Okay. All right, so you start to move in towards that same patch of trees that he's in. You're going to try to move in. Like, how close are you trying to get?
Where I can see him. So yeah, I'll get in as close as I can. So let's call it. Start at how far away was I before?
I'd say you were about 100 meters out.
Half the distance.
Okay.
go to 50 and see if I can spot him.
Okay. Go ahead.
That is a 9. And that is a 1,008, so 6. So 2
successes. All right, so we see Merrick and LT and Emmett still making camp. And what does that look like, guys?
Merrick was the one making camp, so he's cutting brush out farther around them and bringing it back to the location, but not close enough to make it seem like he's bringing the brush, because he's learned a couple tricks from Murph about hiding the position. So he's going out and cutting branches here and there and collecting different foliage to try to hide their position and create visual blocks, and setting up by the rock, and he kneels down next to the rock and starts digging a hole to hide the fire that they're going to build.
And who's on watch while you're making camp?
Emmett would have been.
All right, Emmett, roll a recon roll.
Is that just flat?
Yep.
All right. That is a 5 and a 6, so 1 success.
Okay. Yeah, everything seems just fine.
Yeah,
you don't even see Murph.
Wouldn't think so. He's back there.
And I'm wandering around, wondering how close we are to the river.
Emmett's got his back up against the rock. He's kind of got the M60 kind of just sitting in his lap, and he's just kind of, panning back and forth, trying to keep an eye while Merrick's moving all around, trying to gather up materials.
LT, you could go fill the water if you want. You're close enough to the river. You could do that.
Most definitely, and I'm going to scout it for fishing while filling the water.
Okay. Chris, so you get into that 50 meters, and you're still fairly certain he's in that tree line, but you're just not quite able to pick him out. You're like, fuck, man, he disappeared into that.
He did some sniper shit.
But you haven't seen him leave it. You know what I mean? Like, you saw him go in to this group of trees, but you haven't seen him come out of it.
Yeah, but I also have to worry about the counter sniping.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But fuck it, it's my guys. I'm going to try to sneak in closer.
Okay. Roll a recon roll for sneaking first.
Here it comes. That is a 10 and an 8.
All right, so that's 3 successes for sneaking. So now for observing.
That is a 2.
Uh-huh.
And a 12. So I'll reroll.
You can't because it's the passive one.
Okay, so yeah, 2.
Okay. So yeah, so you close in about 25 meters or so, and still not quite able to pick them out. You see a lump of something there, but you're like, that might just be a fucking log. You're not quite sure. You see LT walking away from the camp, headed towards the east to go to the river. He's all like, derp, 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 derp.
Derp, derp, derpy derp.
And, what do you want to do, Chris?
And I'm pretty much right on top of him. I can't see him.
Yeah, you're pretty fucking close. You're like 25 meters from the tree line, and so he's in one of those 4 or 5 hexes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, he hasn't shot at me, so that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Move in closer.
All right. All right, roll a recon roll.
11 and a 9.
All right, so 3 successes. All right, so you come walking into the tree line, and you're like, tell me what it looks like. You go into the tree line.
Super slow, quiet, watching every step.
Mm-hmm.
So not stepping on anything that will make any noise, and just side to side, trying to be as quiet as possible, stopping every couple of steps to listen and look around to see if I can hear him, see him, smell him even, right? And then once I approach the tree line and pop inside, then he'll stop and squat down and observe.
Okay. Yeah, so you come into the tree line and you get right around like a couple trees that are there so that you get a better view in to the area that was kind of obscured before. And as soon as you come around to that tree, you see Rose sitting there, leaned up against this other tree, looking at you, and he's like, "Hey, Murph."
I was worried I wasn't going to be able to sneak up on you.
Yeah, why are you trying to sneak up on me?
Well, because I saw you following my guys.
That's fair. I saw them, wanted to see what they were up to.
Kind of figured that's why I didn't fire a shot half an hour ago.
Appreciate that.
So, yeah, I was watching you watch them after we were watching you.
Watching me, watch you, watch them, watching you.
Exactly. Yeah, I was just trying to protect my guys. And I get why you'd be wondering what the hell's going on as well.
Yeah, in our camp, I'd noticed some movement and saw a group of them headed this way and was like, "Oh, go check it out, see what they're doing." So
Let me guess.
I didn't know it was y'all. I didn't see you, so I guess that you probably stayed behind and were watching the camp, huh?
Yep.
Did you see me there?
I did.
So why were you watching the camp?
Well, here's the thing. Wanted to see what you're doing. You got multiple reasons, to be honest with you. Trying to figure out what the hell's been going on out here. So we got cannibals running around, apparently.
Cannibals?
I don't know. Somebody's eating people.
I mean, times are tough. People are fucking crazy, you know?
Yeah, and unfortunately, you remember the guy that was with me when I saw you last?
Yeah, the Polish men.
Yeah, he's convinced that his guy got eaten. So,
Did you guys ever find the body?
no, we just found others.
Oh,
So, you and your crew aren't eating people, are you?
no.
I wouldn't think so, but... And then, the whole being secretive about the guy that we couldn't find.
I mean, was I being secretive? I just told you I hadn't seen him.
You guys were a little sketchy on that. So, I don't know, I want to keep an eye on you. See, what is your mission out here?
Man, we haven't been on mission since forever now. Just make and do. Since Operation Reset went to shit.
Yeah, it sure did. I ended up in a POW camp.
Yeah, it's been a while. I hadn't seen, that was fall before they even started planning for Operation Reset.
Yeah, you know what's crazy though? I got news. Just a person saw a person who saw a person, but Sully's alive. I thought he got killed.
That was me. That was me that told you that. Yeah.
All right, man, I've met too many people.
Your memory is terrible.
It is.
You remember the thing in sniper training where they showed you a board with like 20 objects on it, and then you had to go lay someplace for like
Yeah, that's different.
a day?
That's different. That's facial recognition.
No, it was like a comb, a brush, a lid from like mouthwash, a penny, a rubber band, a paper clip.
Yeah, well. That is right. You told me about Sully. Oh, well. So, yeah, guess my memory has gone to shit, hasn't it?
I'm going to go with Murph's memory is better than Chris's. That's what I'm going to go with.
Yeah. You know, yeah, we've had this conversation multiple times.
Yeah. So, what are you all doing out here?
Well, I mean, for the longest time, we're just trying to survive, but the main thing has been trying to find one of the guys that I was in the POW camp with. His son was out here with 2nd Armored. And we keep getting reports because his tank was unique. It had Longhorns on it, you know, Texas.
I heard of that one, actually. I had heard of that tank.
So we keep hearing reports that was his tank. We ended up finding the tank. Looks like they scuttled it. Mm-hmm. They blew it after, I think it ran out of gas, to be honest with you. But again, no bodies. Haven't found him alive, but keep hearing bits and pieces, right? Mm-hmm. It's almost becoming like one of those urban legends at this point. But that's what we're trying to do, is find this boy.
What's his name?
Peterson?
Hold on.
Keanu?
He reaches into his pocket and he pulls out this dog tag chain that's like full of dog tags.
That's actually pretty cool.
And starts like flipping through them. Peterson. You know how old he is? Is he 35?
No.
Okay, not that one.
No. Think of a boot, so it's got to be between like 18 and 22.
Okay. Yeah, well, I don't see it here, so, well, I haven't come across a body of that name, so puts it back in his pocket.
So yeah, like, you know, obviously no ill will towards you, Rose. I'm just trying to keep my guys alive, brother.
I understand.
And, you know, I used to think us Americans out here should be able to trust each other, but that is clearly not the case.
Yeah, it's not always the case. People have kind of gone their own way, you know?
Yeah, it's happened multiple times. So have you made your way over to Krakow at all?
No, I've been, for the most part, trying to avoid larger cities, towns, things like that.
We passed through there a ways back. They're trying to set up some kind of command and control organization, consulate wannabe. Naturally, There's some Marines there who think they're still tip top.
Yeah, I'd heard that the Krakow had kind of set itself up as a free state, or at least claimed something like that. But I mean, if there's a consulate there, I get why they're like acting like an embassy. That makes sense. Trying to hold on to something that's left.
Yeah, but I think it's like holding a handful of sand and squeezing it.
So if you're looking for your buddy's kid, what led you over this way?
Well, we were up to the northeast a little ways, and there were rumors of some Americans down this way, so we're kind of just, to be honest with you, we're kind of throwing darts at a dartboard at this point.
Just roaming the countryside looking for some kid.
Essentially, but news, hoping for news, right? Like, you know, news of this kid and the guys that he was with. I don't have all the details.
Well, like I said, I haven't been in contact with anyone from command since Reset went to shit, so.
So what are you guys doing? Just surviving?
Yep. Just surviving. Making do.
Any plan? Trying to get back home? Trying to stay here?
No, I kind of like it here.
You're fucking crazy then. This place sucks.
No. I mean, it does, but once you accept that, it's fine.
Embrace the suck, huh?
Yeah. Just be one with the chaos.
What have you heard any more about this disease that's going around?
That's part of the reason we've been avoiding more populated areas. The likelihood of running into other people that are sick. But we've definitely seen some villages and small towns that have been scorched.
Yeah, I was in one.
Oh, no shit. Yeah, we've seen some where I think it's the WHO's going around and basically just burning places down if they find anything that's close to that.
Oh, they don't just burn it. They hit it with artillery. Willie Pete.
Well, that burns it down.
He sure does. It's not cool when you're in the village when it happens.
I've seen them with flamethrowers too, so that's fun.
Really?
Kind of want to get one of those.
Yeah, you're dangerous enough with a sniper rifle. You don't need one of those.
It's just for fun.
Huh. You and I have very different ideas of fun, my man.
Well, sorry I couldn't help you more on your buddy's kid. But I could keep an eye out, and if I...
Yeah, Peterson. Like I said, young kid. Second armored. I don't have much else to go on, but I know it probably seems crazy to you, but there's no real mission anymore, right? Besides surviving. This at least gives the guys some I don't know, a mission, something to do, something to accomplish, a goal.
I mean, honestly, the last word anyone got was, good luck, you're on your own. So, we're on our own.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, I'll give you a wide berth when we take off. So, just to, so you don't think we're tracking you or anything.
No worries.
And yeah, watch your six out there.
Yeah, I don't want anyone stalking me.
Hey, I did pretty good until the last bit.
You did.
I'll watch mine as well. All right, good luck to you, man. Sticks his hand up.
He puts his hand out and shakes it, but it seems like very just like matter of fact.
Mm-hmm.
And he puts his rifle on his shoulder and starts to head out back to the southwest.
Murph's gonna wait there a little bit. Just watch him leave.
Murph looks down and there's barbecue sauce all over his hand.
Yeah, now Murph is thinking Rose went full on apocalypse now.
You see Rose headed off to the southwest. He doesn't seem to be like looping back around or whatever.
Yeah, I'm just gonna watch him leave and then head over to the camp.
Okay. So you start headed to the camp after he's out of sight, I guess.
Yeah, when I get semi close, I'll do the.
I did it. I opened fire.
You don't even know where it came from.
Yeah, no, so you're sneaking up on the camp. Roll recon roll to sneak, and it's against Emmett's 2 successes he got for watch.
Sure.
There you go.
That's a 7. That's a 2.
That's pushable.
5.
Oh, yeah. Nah, Emmett sees you before you get close.
So then I do the call.
Yeah.
Emmett, don't shoot. It's me.
What are you doing back here?
Well, I was tracking Rose, tracking you guys.
Rose knows we're here.
Oh, he sure does. He could have taken all three of you out. No problem.
So what happened? Tell me, please.
He and I had a long conversation. I don't know what to tell you, man. I can't, to be honest with you, I can't get a full read on him. He seems, I don't know. They might have been out here a little too long. It's like they've embraced the chaos.
So you believe me now?
I'm still not sure about the cannibalism part, man. But he is definitely not the same guy that I used to know.
So we continue to watch him.
Yeah, he's have you ever seen the movie Apocalypse Now?
No. Is it a religious film?
No, it's a Vietnam era movie about.
Oh, okay.
But this guy basically sets up his own little. He goes a little crazy, and kind of sets up his own little fiefdom cult. However you want to. His own little empire.
And you think this Rose is doing same thing?
I don't think empire, but I think he's losing his shit.
Okay, so we agree that he is full of dog shit. Huh?
Yeah, I don't believe him or trust him, but I also don't think he's a cannibal.
Do you think he is threat to us?
Possibly.
Okay, so then we agree. You believe he is threat. I believe he is threat that will eat us. Or other people. So we agree that he is threat. Okay, we are common ground.
I think he's a threat to be avoided.
You want to avoid him?
I do.
We cut away to LT over at the river. LT, you just got done filling up the water bottles, and you're checking out the river to see if it's a good place to fish. And roll me. Well, you notice that it might be. It all depends on if you would succeed on your survival rolls for fishing or not. But if you want, you could spend the rest of this shift fishing, and I'd be okay with that.
I would absolutely spend the rest of this shift fish.
All right. Would you roll me a recon roll?
Flat?
Yeah.
Kyle, I got like 8 other characters already built.
A 6 and a 4, 1 success.
Okay. All right.
Oh, look, I got a fish dotted between the eyes.
All right. So roll a survival roll for fishing. If this was a movie, it'd be like a really like wide shot of LT over by the river fishing.
An 8, 1 success for fishing.
Okay, that's 1 ration of fish.
Like
Pull it in,
over troubled water.
look at it.
Queue up.
Not too shabby. That's impressive. Very cool. Pick up the bottles.
And that real wide shot would include like a couple trees in it that are closer by, and it kind of like moves around a tree. And then LT's back in vision, but like 200 meters out.
I've got my bottles. I got my fish. So I'd start heading back to camp.
And LT starts to go back to camp. Just then, you make it back to camp, man. It's fine. You know, nothing happens.
My heart's beating like...
Same.
So you guys see LT coming back to camp with all of your guys' waters that were empty are now full,
Yay!
except for Murph's, and because you weren't there when he went to go get the water. That's a reasonable, canonical choice.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's fine. I can fill them up when I'm on watch or whatever.
Mm-hmm. And LT, you're back at camp with a fish.
Hey, Emmett, I got a fish. Looks like the river's pretty nice down there. Was able to fill the bottles, able to catch fish. Nice little clearing down there. It was pretty open, so it was easy to get in.
Yeah, how many eyes that fish got?
So far, it looks very normal. I mean, obviously, I don't have a Geiger counter in my back pocket, but it beats starving to death.
All right, well, why don't you let me take a look at it and we'll see if we can't.
Oh, you make joke about Blinky from Simpsons.
Yes.
Huh? Oh, we get Simpsons. Yeah.
All right, look at that.
You're full of surprises, Mark.
Oh, Simpsons is very, very popular worldwide.
With all due respect. Still surprised that that's what you've seen.
All right. So the sun is setting, and we are going into the night shift. What do you guys want to do? Who's doing what? Kyle, roll me a weather roll.
That would be a 4, so we're back. We're just the same as always.
Still clear. Still clear.
Night shift, Merrick is actually Murph, because we already made camp.
We did.
Yeah,
Murph
but
and
it's
Merrick?
usually you and I together, and that's what I was
Right.
going to say is, Mark, we can continue our conversation while we're up tonight.
Okay.
Emmett is very confused on why you two fools would want to stay here when that dude knows exactly where we're at. And we're thinking he eats people. Why would he not kill us in our sleep? And why would we not throw a fish in our back pocket and just get the heck out of here?
Because he could have taken you out.
But you were
Already.
standing on top of him.
No.
Why would
After
he
a
not
while.
just circle back around and kill us all once he goes and gets his buddies from up on top of the hill?
Nah, he would have taken you out if he had wanted to. I mean, that he was doing to you guys what I was doing to them.
You're saying you don't trust him as far as you can throw him. You still think he's eating people. Why would we stay here? If we're already identified as being here, why would we stay here? Pack up the gear, get the fish, and let's get out of here. Let's put some distance between us and them and at least make them have to look for us.
Captain Emmett, I said the day. We can I'm fine with making new camp, but the day.
Well, I mean, we're not observing them anymore, so what are you after now?
Mr. Murph, do you want me to observe them or do you want to go?
Either way, he's going to be prepared for us coming. Observing them at this point isn't. I mean, they had a camp, they were cooking. He came to observe you guys. I talked to him. I don't think that there's anything more to be done, because here's the thing: if they, you know that we're both going to be keeping an eye on each other at this point, even though we said we wouldn't. If they are possibly looking for the same thing that we're looking for, they might find it before us, and we'll know it.
How will we know it if they find it before us? Doesn't make sense. I do not follow. Please elaborate.
Because we keep ending up in the same spots, right? I'm thinking that they're following the same. They're either following the same clues or have the same ideas. So maybe we kind of shadow them and see if they're going in our direction.
You say this man is what do you say? Is hugging chaos, huh?
Yeah. He
So,
seems.
If he hugs chaos, maybe he eat people. You know what I mean?
I do. I just think that is a step beyond chaos. That is
it
cannibalism.
right? That is why we have day to watch him, but you are no longer watching camp.
No, because I want to make sure he didn't shoot you.
Okay. So,
But the likelihood of either of us getting the drop on them again and setting up an observation post are pretty slim if he's going to think that we're coming. That's what I would do.
Right, and that's exactly why I don't feel comfortable staying here, because obviously they're going to come back and either observe us or kill us. One of the two.
okay. So, we make new camp, but Mr. Emmett, you say I have 24 hours, huh?
Yeah. I told you I would give you that.
So we make new camp and continue to watch,
If that's what you want to do, but you're not getting me to go back up there. I will stay at the camp.
I will go watch if I have to.
This is an itch that you need to scratch. This is a curiosity that you have. But at this point, I mean, these guys have made our location.
No, I agree. We make new camp, but someone go watch.
Well, they'll probably move theirs too. No.
Okay, so we have little time.
Well, if that's the case, then I would say, why don't me and LT will fall back to the farmhouse?
That is really far back.
No, it's not.
It's 20 kilometers.
Yeah.
That is really, that's like a full shift of movement.
Well, what other location do we have that we've marked that we would know where the other person went without everybody going to camp, make camp, time? If you want to follow these guys, you got to go now. You've basically got to go right back on his heels after he thinks he's cleared your proximity. So, and Murph, that's totally your call on whatever you want to do. You do not have to go with him to observe, but if this is an itch he's got to scratch, we will set up camp. We will wait on him. If he's not back here at the end of the 24 hours, we move out with or without him.
No, I say we set up new camp in same hex. Mechanically speaking.
Yeah, like move 2 kilometers to the west and then.
Right,
then
but
go.
that's still time.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying yes. But I'm saying if you wanted to do that and then at least he knows where it's going to be, then he could,
2 hexes of travel, that's like 2 hexes there, 2 hexes back. Like that's full shift there, full shift back. Like that's a really big distance.
Right, but that's just a known location that we have at this point.
Right.
It's up to y'all.
We can move camp. We can move it wherever you want. Problem is you're every second that you waste, you're losing the lead on them because they're not going to stay put.
I know.
They're either going to start trying to hunt us, start trying to observe us, or just move away from us so that we can't do the same to them.
Right. I agree with you. Your logic is sound.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're all aware of that. So we can sit here and keep pissing in the wind, or we can get moving.
And
Okay.
they'll be even more vigilant because he knows I got the drop on him once already.
Okay, so we move camp, and then we go observe, huh, Murph?
Yeah,
Well, no,
I just
you
think,
stay here, you do what you want. I go observe.
No, I'll go with you. I just think you're, this is potentially going to turn into a confrontation that is unnecessary.
If he is eating people, this is fully necessary. If he is not eating people, then he will not be concerned with our presence.
The world we live in, everybody is concerned with everybody's presence.
That
That
may
is
be
a
true.
survival thing.
Yes, they will. If it was me and this same thing happened, I had just talked to him and said, hey, I'll give you a wide berth. That way it doesn't seem like we're following you, you're following us. Go our separate ways. And then we go on and observe them again. Now you're bordering on act of war.
There is nobody left alive in this world right now that is not suspicious of everybody else.
I made no promises to this man. I will go myself. If you want to give him wide berth, you give him wide berth.
It's a fool's errand.
LT, you got all your gear? Let's make sure everything's packed up.
I never even got the chance to unpack, and you've got my fish, so I'm going where you're going.
Fantastic.
Lieutenant Bruce, thank you for the water. I appreciate it.
Hey, no problem. Glad I could be of use.
All right. Well, we're gonna make a move. We're gonna go we're gonna head out away from here and try and set up a new camp that is at least somewhat covered. Merrick's gonna do whatever he needs to do to clear his conscience, and Murph will do whatever thing he decides he's gonna do. But me and LT, you're with me. We're heading out away.
We're
going
to go with you to pick the spot, and then we're going to leave because we need to know where it is. You can't just say, hey, 2 kilometers over there.
That's fine. I'm just saying, Emmett's moving because I'm not staying here to get shot by your buddy while y'all debate on whether or not he's coming back to eat us.
I love this.
Sounds like he's got you convinced.
He ain't got me convinced in nothing. This is an abundance of precaution, which is how I've survived for this long.
All right, so you guys start moving a couple kilometers to the west, find a new campsite. We'll worry about that roll in a little bit. And then the other two of you, now that you know at least where the location is, you're going to head back south to where you had run into Rose.
Mm-hmm.
We are, but we're going to approach from a different direction.
Clearly.
Sure.
I'm just making sure.
That is survival and a recon roll. So, yes.
So, yes, survival roll for making the camp, whoever's sticking around, and then a recon roll from the same person to hide that said camp. From Murph, or not from Murph, from Emmett and LT. Who do you want to roll the survival and recon for the camp? LT? Emmett?
I'm a C and a C and a C and a C, so.
B and a D.
On which one?
Both.
Oh, okay.
I think the CNC wins on both.
Is that? I thought I was B and a D.
Stand by. Let me get to the rolling dice section, where it has this handy dandy table.
Handy dandy. Table.
C and a C is a 61.
And a B and a D is a 62.
A 59.
Oh, okay.
So C and a C wins.
C and C wins. All right, C and C. Which is also a very fine music factory.
I was going to say CNC Music Factory.
That's a 7 and a 1.
Okay, so one success, you're able to not have a camping mishap.
Okay. And now I gotta hide it.
Now you gotta hide the camp. Yeah.
Need more.
That one's pushable.
Need more successes.
They're
than
both pushable,
one.
honestly.
Yeah, but survival you only need one.
True.
That is a 1 and a 3 for hiding it. Fuck. So I will push it.
But you can only re-roll the 3, not the 1.
I know.
Unless
Okay.
you use a challenge coin.
Unless you use a challenge coin.
Nope. 1 stands. And that's a 3 again, so.
Oh, no.
And you take a point of stress.
I do.
By the way. So tell me what that looks like, him trying to figure out how to hide this fucking camp.
I mean, Emmett is, at this point, just kind of flustered with the whole situation. He knows that all this is a bad idea, and he's just kind of like, he's grumbling to himself as he's whacking down trees, like, keep doing this stupid crap. I don't know why we're doing this, waiting for 24 hours. We should just be moving on. This guy's going to end up shooting all of us in our sleep. And we're still doing this, and he's hot and sweaty because we've already set up one camp and chopping down another chunk of brush, trying to throw it over top of our camp. And he's disgruntled with the whole process of what we're doing here, and hot, bothered, and tired, and set up a new camp.
LT, what are you doing while he's doing this?
I'm sitting down with my book. I notice he's grumpy, and so I'm giving a wide berth to him. Just kind of wandering over there. I'll set my backpack down and wander over, go back, pick up my backpack, move it a little bit over, set it down again. Just kind of.
Which looking like he's helping, but not actually helping.
Exactly.
Which book are you going through?
I've picked up the Lord of the Rings, so I'm flipping through that one.
Okay. All right. So we cut over and we see Merrick and Murphy patrolling down. Roll me a recon roll for sneaking, the lowest one of the two.
That's me. Do I get any bonuses or no?
No, it's the negatives on theirs for the lighting.
I just gotta check.
I know.
Infiltrator. Nice. Forgot about that. And here we go. A 12 and a 9. So
Okay.
3 successes.
Nice.
So you guys start to get close to the area where the camp was when you were here before. And you can see that group of trees where it was, but you don't see a fire in there anymore. And since it's getting dark, it's kind of like difficult to see the distance, like from a distance. Like you're like, that's the trees there. But you get within that 150 meters and you don't see the fire. You don't see any movement there. You want to recon roll, Chris, actually, for observation?
Yeah, definitely.
It would be at a -2.
8 and a 3.
Okay.
Just one.
Yeah, so you're looking through the binoculars and kind of looking at that patch trees where the camp had been, and you don't see any movement there. You don't see a fire there like you had seen before. You're watching it for some time, but it doesn't look like there's anything there.
And no remnants of a camp?
Not
Like
that you can
they're
tell
still
from
there?
150 meters away in the
Yeah,
darkness.
I meant like, am I thinking, is there like, I can't see shit? Like, assuming that like there's nothing there, like they moved?
You don't see anything that indicates that they're there.
Okay. I hand the binoculars back to Marek. I'm like, I think they had the same idea that we did. Looks like they moved as well.
Okay, so we go up and we investigate where they went. I go up, you stay here to cover me?
Sure.
Okay. Merrick's gonna pull the SVD up and he's going to crouch walk over to the camp to investigate it.
So we see Murph taking a position, covering Merrick. We see Merrick crouch walking towards the trees where the camp was. And we end right there.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
If you or someone you love is struggling with combat-related PTSD, please call 877-717-7873. Again, that number is 877-717-PTSD. Or you can visit online ptsdusa.org. That's PTSD Foundation of America. If you call, you'll be immediately connected to a combat veteran who understands those experiences. And if you go to the website, they have in-person groups scattered throughout the United States. And if there isn't a peer group near you, they have online peer groups. Again, that's PTSD Foundation of America. If you're struggling, you don't have to go it alone.